Well, maybe, maybe not. I see Zoom is working, but I don't see it over there. Oh, it's because I'm not live. I don't know what's going on with Google. Hello, everybody. Welcome into Friday night. I am about 5 minutes late tonight. I thought I had things set
Shame
up
on
ready to
you.
go. I know. I feel horrible. Just absolutely horrible. Can you see it in my face? Oh, it is Friday, May 9th. It's the 9th of May already. My, how time flies. It's not live with the Zoom homies. The Zoom homies, Rich, Bill, Sam, Greg, Ghetto are the only five that are here, and myself. BH Ringer was first this afternoon at 2:50 p.m. So well before the stream started. Tony Wallow was second. BH was poking fun at Tony. I like to see the rivalry there. Greg Guy was third. Not going to watch tonight. Probably not watching. He's probably only on Zoom. Tony says, really? Oh. Sam's got, I guess those are golf clubs. I can't really tell. Then the golf balls. Rick Blake says, hello. Hello, Rick. Susanna Morgan, proud single mother. And John Williams says, points? Points? We don't need no stinking points. Hello, John. Hello, Rick. Sam, Tony, BH, if you're still here, which I seriously doubt it. I think he's an hour ahead of us. I think it's 11:06 for him, where it's 10:06 here, 9:06 anywhere else in the world, and what 6:06 on the West Coast. Well, didn't really do anything today. I went to go do something earlier. I was on Zoom and sat here and fell asleep in my chair, and I slept for a good 2.5 hours. So good to see everybody. Rich is muted, Bill is muted, Sam is muted, Ghetto's muted. The only one that's not muted is Greg and Alex and myself. Is Charlie Chaplin in Zoom? I can't hear you. According to the mixers and according to what I'm seeing, it should be going out. I hear Greg's background. I mean, I still hear his TV. Still hear his TV. Still hear his TV. I've got audio on my YouTube. I've got audio on my YouTube. I've got audio on my YouTube. And since none of the homies are unmuted, I can't verify that they have audio
We hear
or not.
you. I hear you.
I hear you.
On YouTube? On YouTube?
I would check YouTube.
You're always going to hear me on Zoom. Zoom is its own identity, and the way I have it set up is I have to click a button for our audio to go out over to YouTube. Oh, John was just kidding. Oh, got it. Charlie Chaplin, silent films. Yeah, I got it. Silent films. Yeah, I got it. All right. I just re-verified that the audio is actually functioning. So my niece, I'm going to take to an interview tomorrow. She asked me about 15 minutes ago if I could do that. I said, sure. It's at a fast food restaurant, so there's absolutely no, at this point in time, there's no need for me to think about applying there. And it's not McDonald's, which was surprising. I have no idea what it pays. It's literally right around the corner. John Williams says 5,000 points. How many people watched the trailer tonight? I think the link is in the description, and I only say I think because I may have put it in there. I don't really remember. I actually pulled a Chris Garrett, and when I originally did the title, I said Thursday, May 9th. I know it's not Thursday, I know it's Friday, and I didn't do that intentionally. I really thought I had changed it, but apparently I forgot about that. I didn't catch it until after I had. Okay, trailer does work, so I forgot to right click and open in a new tab. But the trailer is in the description and the trailer does work. I was kind of wanting to get everyone's opinion on those that seen it. The homie saw it earlier today. I dropped it in the Zoom chat for those that were here. It may or may not still be there. I don't know. Let's see here. Nope. Now that's interesting. I started this Zoom 7 hours ago, 7 hours and 9 minutes ago, this Zoom started. But yet, when I go to chat, oh, that's because it was on the old one. That's right. It is correct. This chat will end approximately 9 o'clock tomorrow night, at which time somebody will restart a new one and it'll go for another 30 hours. Because as we all know, on a paid version of Zoom, it goes for 30 hours, not the ridiculously super quick 40 minutes. But those were the good old days. Some of us remember that where it would end, we'd restart. 40 minutes later, it would end, we'd
Yeah,
restart.
I do. How could I
Yeah.
forget?
Yeah, it was it's kind of fun if you think about it. It was kind of
Um,
fun.
so what's everybody else been up to? Me and my dad we're sitting at the eye doctor all afternoon. Um, and we both got new prescriptions and gonna get new glasses.
Vision's gotten worse.
No, mine actually stayed about the same. Um, even though it's been at least 5 or 6 years since either one of us had been there.
Okay.
Mine's a little stronger in one eye than it is in the other. It's a very small difference in the prescription, but it's still a change.
Well, the older you get, your vision will change. I'm sure most of us has gone through that and can speak from experience. And then my vision got horribly bad, but that was due to cataracts, and I didn't even realize it until when I went for my one appointment, they said, "Well, you got horrible cataracts," and I was
The only
amazed at the difference. Go ahead.
the only issue we had is my dad couldn't see on they put drops in our eyes, so the doctor could see, and he couldn't see on on the interstate on the way home, so we had to kind of take the long way home. And when I was driving out of the building, it was the sun was real bright, even under their little awning. So it was a little more difficult than normal to for me to be able to see to be
You
able to
drove
drive.
home? Didn't get it, did he?
Nope.
So driving on the back roads, he was able to see, or he just took the back roads because it was a little bit safer to be there rather than on the highway.
Yeah, just took
Parker
the
Morris joins us in chat. Hello,
yeah,
Parker Morris. Haven't seen you in a while. Good to see
is a
you.
little safer.
Welcome back.
Is a little
And,
safer to take the long way than it was to take
yeah,
the
hang on,
uh,
Greg. Generally, they want you to have some. Okay, so we got, it looks like sausage,
Yeah.
beans, and broccoli.
Yep.
That looks
Now, don't
really good.
anybody interrupt me now.
Oh, we would not dream of it. All questions tonight are directed to Greg Guy. Did I hear a ghetto hand go up, or was that someone
Yeah,
else's?
yeah, you been.
I thought I did.
Hey Al, the next time you drive your back car to go home, make sure you do a live stream on it. A
what
live
was
stream
no,
on it
I'm
so
talking
we
about
can see it.
I was talking about the wheelchairs, trying to get in the van. So I couldn't see to go out from underneath the awning, so he just drove the van around under the awning and I got in and that was
Yeah, but John Williams has got a really serious question in a humorous way. The eye doctor didn't give you the throwaway sunglasses to protect your eyes.
no, and honestly,
Wow.
neither one of us thought about it to ask. I mean, they probably they probably could have given them to us, but we didn't think to
Yeah,
ask them.
they generally do. I mean, without asking, they usually do. And then I know in some cases they won't let you drive at all. You have to have someone to drive you home after they dilate your eyes like that.
I thought that was only because of only due to if you had surgery. Like when my mom had her cataract surgery, she had to have somebody dri drive her, so we were there. But as far as just getting your eyes dilated and all that, as far as I know, it's always being you just always been able to.
It might vary state to state. I know here they do want you to have a driver. Even when I got my contact surgery done, um, I drove home. I mean, we waited long enough to where I could get home, basically doing what Alex's dad did, not going on the main roads, but zigzagging through neighborhoods where it's a little safer, except for little children running on the street. They were a problem. I was pretty good at dodging kids that day. I was going for some bonus points, but I just came up a little short. But yeah, I can relate to that. um,
Go back
without
in. We go back in
sunglasses.
about. We go back
Huh?
in like. We
Huh?
go back in a couple weeks to get.
Oh, they're not going to ship the glasses to your house?
No, we go back in a couple weeks to get the glasses.
So you didn't go to Dr. Tavel's 1 hour glasses, is what you're saying.
No, I have to. I have to go wherever they accept my Medicaid insurance. So
Right. Yeah. Anybody got any questions for Greg? I hear tonight he is the answer man. By the way, Greg, what kind of sausage was that?
Breakfast sausage.
Yeah, I got to go to the store tomorrow. I ran out of
and
sausages this morning.
this is kind of funny. I've never had to pay for anything out of pocket when it comes to appointments like this. Everything has always been covered by. Well, I got colored frames for my glasses, and so I had a $2 copay, not $20, not $200, $2, and the only thing we can come up with as to why was it's because I got something other than black.
The bill should tell you why you got charged $2, what the copay's for.
Yeah, she didn't say, but it's just $2. It's not even $20 or $200.
Oh, okay. I don't. You're looking at YouTube is looking at my Windows 11 machine because I thought that was my scene that I wanted to use, and that
It is
clearly is not
Monday,
right either.
January
I was going to
6th,
replay the trailer because I do want
2025.
people's thoughts on it,
Approximately 10:07.
and that's not it either. Let's turn off the dancing girls. There we go. Now, if I make this full screen, will that go bigger over here? It does. I don't know if the audio will work or not. We will see. Here you go. For those that may or may not have seen the trailer, it's currently playing on YouTube.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Dougbot said, "Hi, how you doing?"
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
How's it going, Josh, with your move?
You do realize our audio is going out over YouTube while I'm playing the trailer. I didn't want to mute everybody. Note to self. It's about over. It's about halfway. I'm going to go back to the main scene.
Can you hear me now?
There's a lot of silence with it almost sounded to me like Doug was trying to, somebody was sweeping the floor or something, is what it sounded like to me. I know it was background interference and static, but I don't know what it was. I'm gonna go look at. Long Dog's got some chat messages in there. Hey, Long Dog, my last pair of glasses, which I got 2 weeks ago from Costco, was $250. That's half the price of what the optometrist said, so I guess I should be happy. Brightech09 posted a video today. It might be something we should be concerned about considering Windows 11 and a forced 24H2. I've got Windows 11, I've got 24H2, and I personally have not encountered any issues or problems on my Windows 11 machine. So I think it, as Doug would say frequently, mileage may vary. You may or may not have issues, and you may be one of the unlucky ones that always does have issues. I don't know. I haven't seen the video. I don't watch Brightech09, and I thought maybe he might. The static trailer, yeah, that's true. There was a lot of static in there. Um, remember the cool people through games that Microsoft plays, and people stay with Windows 11. I'll be going on my 10 machine. I will be going to 11 when the time comes. It may be next week. It may be in October. But when that date gets here, when it says you got to go to 11, I'm going to 11. Got it on my DaVinci machine. It works with no problem. I don't see why it won't work with over there. Now, I did watch, I know you guys are going to be shocked when you hear this. I actually watched a very good Dave's Garage upload from a couple days ago today. I watched it today, and he was talking about the older machines that people force Windows 11 to go onto and some of the problems that it may or may not, again, mileage is going to vary, it may cause. And I found it very interesting. He was a little over my head for 98% of the interview because he was explaining the components of how the computer works and what they do and when they do it and how they do it. And while I found that to be way up here, I understand what he was trying to do. And he's only at that time 15,000 people away from getting 1 million subscribers, and that's a huge milestone on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed to Dave's Garage and you like that kind of thing, by all means, hit him up. Let's get him to 1 million. Long Dog, I don't know what the forced update appears to be 24H2. Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I suspect in the next year or two you'll find Windows 10 will be more in use than if in 2 years it's still in use as percentages better or more than 11, people have to be paying for it or they're figuring out a way to keep it secure. I don't know. I'm not going to run that risk. Once it goes out of date or whatever it's called, I'll move to 11. I did the same thing with 10. I was probably the last person to go to Windows 10. And I said, as long as it's operational until the day I no longer could use it without getting the security updates, that's the day I will go to 11 or 10. And that's what I did.
Here's a question I just thought of. The computer I have, I was going to put at church. It's currently on 10, and it's compatible with 11, but I'm not gonna be the only one that's going to be controlling it. So would it be a good idea to pay for the extended security whatever for the
No,
30
no.
30
Why would you pay for security? Teach them how to use the computer. If you have people that are currently running Windows 10 and have no issues, I'm pretty confident in saying they can run Windows 11 with a little bit of guidance. Why spend? I'll come back to that. Yeah, Ghetto, you got your hand raised. Rick Lake said no too as well.
Can you put that YouTube channel in the Zoom chat? I'll subscribe to the channel.
All right, I'll go find it in a minute, and I will put it in Zoom chat.
Okay, thank you.
So Alex, I mean, I get what you're saying, but is the church going to cough up the $30? And is that once a year, once a month? Is it going to run out at a year? Is the price going to go up? Just teach them. I mean, do you have 11 yet on any of your machines?
No, I don't.
Okay.
But I've used 11. I mean, I can navigate around 11 at 8, and it's different than 10.
So
I just don't want to. Only reason why I haven't is because I don't want to have one of our computers on 10 and one on 11.
thank you, John.
Just for my purely for my convenience, I'd rather have them both running the same version of software to make
Okay,
it
I
easier
understand
to
that.
maintain.
So where have you practiced on? You got a virtual machine with 11 on it? Thank you, Wintermute.
No, but what I mean is like ghetto's computers that have 11 on when I'm connected and he's asked for help or I've worked on other people's computers around here locally that have 11.
All right.
So
Okay,
it's not
there's
that much different. I mean,
two places you can get the link, Ghetto. It's in Zoom chat and it's in the YouTube chat as well. And it is 26, which means I've been going for 21 minutes. I want to kind of keep this at the 20-minute mark for my repopulation of chat. So without further ado, hopefully the button still works. Fingers are crossed.
Silk and satin and feel the night. Ooh, yeah. Glitter falling, golden light. Shine, shine. Every step a whispered tease. Moving slow like honeybees. Shimmy, shimmy, watch me glow. Take it high and bring it low. Down, down. Velvet shine, I steal the show. Feel the rhythm, let it flow, flow.
That's all, folks.
Mistaken in that?
well, we are right now. We're just using the camera app on the phone and recording them to the SD card in the phone.
All right.
Once we get
I'm
the
gonna go
computer set up, we're going to use I think it's called OBS Droid Cam app, and that's a special app, a special app and plug-in that you put in OBS that allows your phone camera to act as a webcam to the computer, so we can use the phone's camera but record it directly on the computer using OBS, and then we can do overlays of the scriptures and verses and chapter numbers and all that.
Yep. All right, I'm going to go ahead and end the stream. If you want to join us on the Zoom panel, I think the email's over here somewhere. There we go. It'll show up on Zoom. It'll show up on YouTube in a second. There it is. Send me an email. I'll give you the credentials. We'll get you up on the panel. I want to thank Wintermute, Long Dog, Rick Lakes. I'm scrolling back through there. I'm going to miss. John Williams was there. Parker Morris. Thank you, Parker. John Williams, of course. Susanna Origins not there, but say hi to her. B.H. Ringer was there. Tony Warner. Greg Dye, which, by the way, Greg, are you done with supper? Can we start asking questions now?
I guess so.
All right, good. I got a bunch of them for you. Good night, everybody. See you on Zoom.